Welcome to our tutorial on Frédéric Chopin's Nocturne Opus 9 number 2. My name is Anne Schätz and I'm very much looking forward to working with you today on this blissful composition. Frédéric Chopin, who once said, "The piano is my second self," admired the bel canto way of singing. He was inspired to several compositions by the operas of Vincenzo Bellini, for example, to this Nocturne. The left hand was very important for Frédéric Chopin, working on his compositions in his piano lessons. He called the left hand the maître de chapelle, the conductor. The left hand in this Nocturne is similar to a waltz. We have a strong bass note on the first beat and then on the second and third beat light chords. First of all, I will play now only the bass line. Now I combine right hand, left hand, only the bass and pedal. Now I play the bass and the next chords as one chord. So bass and the chord, 4 notes together. The accompaniment chords on the second and third beat have a very nice, beautiful melody. I play once bass and this melody. And here the turning of your wrist can be of great help. So you play deep wrist for the bass and you go up and up for the accompaniment chords and also for the top part only. Deep, up, up. I would recommend to play the left hand by heart. Here it can be helpful to pronounce the notes loudly, for example, from the top part. So, E flat G, D A flat, E flat G, E flat G. You realize even more if you pronounce the notes loudly how many repeatings you have here, how many chords and how many notes are repeated. If you know the first 4 bars of the left hand, you have learned quite the entire left hand of the whole piece. The right hand I want to sound warm, full, soft, cantabile, and as Frédéric Chopin writes, espressivo dolce. Here, the weight of your arm can be of great help. To feel the weight of your arm and to use it, the following exercise can be helpful. I imagine my right arm to be the arm of a puppet, so totally relaxed. And the left arm is the puppet player and throws the right arm to the keys. After several repeatings, the right arm can do it itself. So, and I feel the weight to the cellar. And now I land only on one single note. And now I land on one single note and bring the weight to the next finger. I have the picture in mind that on my hand there's a sack full of flour, and I want to drag this sack from one finger to the next. So to the next finger with all my weight. And it can be helpful to drop the finger a bit. Now you can combine this with the melody of Frédéric Chopin. So all my weight on the first note. And now here. Now I stay on this finger and bring the weight to the next finger. And now you can combine this exercise with the phrasing Frédéric Chopin indicates in this nocturne very precise. For example, in bar 4. So one bow for the first two notes, and then new bow. New bow means new flourish. In this composition, we find several trills which are played quite differently. In bar 2, we have a turn. This turn I would like to sound in a singing manner, so I bring my weight on every finger. But of course, I don't want it to sound sticky. So I feel that the moment I've pressed the keys, it pushes me back. You can amplify this with the left hand. Pushes me back. Pushes me back. In bar 5, we have an inverted mordent. This you can practice as a scale with different fingerings. In bar 7, we have a longer trill. Here I hold the main note and play the changing note several times. And I have to picture in mind that my finger is a little hammer dropping on the keys. Now I hold the changing note and play the main note several times. Very relaxed thumb. Now only twice. And now I trill forever. You can play it faster, you can play it slower. Now I combine it with the left hand and I play only the main note, the left hand plus the suffix. Now I play the main note twice as often as the left hand. And then I play the main note and the changing note plus the suffix as triplets. And then you can increase the tempo. As in arias, we find here in this nocturne 3 great coloraturas. One in bar 16, one in bar 24, and one in bar 32. The coloraturas in bar 16 and 24 are quite similar. It can be a help to analyze the structure. At the beginning we have a tenth. We know already from bar 4. Then a chromatic scale. In bar 16 is now a diminished chord following. and then a G minor chord, and a bit of the E flat scale. In bar 24, we also have the 10th and the chromatic scale downwards, and then there's a chromatic scale upwards, and the bit of the E flat scale again. Frédéric Chopin writes here on several notes a bow and staccato dots. That means he wants it to be played leggero. This I train by playing it legato, down and up. And staccato. If you use a different fingering in these both bars, you can pronounce the fingering loudly. For example, 5, 3, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I like to practice the fast notes here by playing it twice, every note twice. You can play it legato like this or staccato. And I like to play it with rhythms, for example. Now I want to train the transition from the chromatic scale to the diminished chord. I play the A flat, and then I jump to the next 3 notes of the diminished chord and play them together. And then I play these 3 notes and the G minor chord, also the notes together. Now we come to bar 32. Here, one motive is repeated 12 times. I play it using the entire keyboard. And I play it also with the left hand. And together. For me, it's always a great help to play difficult parts of a composition also with the other hand. Then I play 2 notes together and the next 2 notes as well. So 2 notes together, C flat and B flat, and then C and A, and again. And I hold one note, for example C flat, and play only the other notes. Then I play the anchor notes, for me, C flat and C, twice. Frédéric Chopin writes here senza tempo, that means without tempo. I start slowly and stay relaxed, increase the tempo, count to 13 and play the ending of this nice coloratura. So I use the pedal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I wish you now a lot of joy and delight playing and practicing this soulful nocturne. Thank you for attending our tutorial. See you next time. All the best. Goodbye.